lot of voices to be heard. Stick to the frequency that amplifies these voices, stories and reports that make the difference. This is Agidigbo News, 88.7 FM.
This is Kunle Amzat Studio, Agidigbo 88.7 FM. Welcome to News Around the World.
Good evening, welcome to the news around the world on the most listened to radio station, Agidigbo 88.7 FM, Ibadan. I am Bowale Akinbode. First, the headlines. Naval Chief pledges to combat maritime crimes, secure Nigeria's waters. Uriyomi Hamzat empowers students with massive scholarship award. Minneapolis respond to fatal shooting of women by federal agents. Trump withdraws the United States from more international organization. NSC Chairman Diko says Super Eagles bonuses approved, payments underway. Now the details. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has today celebrated the Nigerian Exchange Group's breakthrough into the 100 trillion naira market capitalization threshold, saying Nigeria has moved from an ignored frontier market to a compelling investment destination. The president, in a statement by Special Advisor on Information and Strategy, Bayo Onanuga, urged Nigerians to increase their investment in the domestic economy, expressing confidence that 2026 will deliver stronger returns as ongoing reform take firmer root. President Tinubu noted that the NGX closed 2025 with a 51.19% return, outperforming global indices such as S&P 500 and FTSE 100, as well as several BRICS Plus emerging markets, after recording 37.65% in 2024. The Chief of Naval Staff, Vice Admiral E.D. Abbas, has pledged to combat maritime crimes to ensure the safety and security of the country's maritime environment. Vice Admiral E.D. Abbas disclosed this today during an operational visit to inspect facilities at the Nigerian Navy Reference Hospital and other projects in Calabar, the capital of Cross River State, stressing that the Nigerian Navy is committed to making Nigeria's waters safe and secure. Speaking on his operational visit to Calabar, Abbas expressed satisfaction with the facilities and operational gains made by the Navy in recent weeks, adding that the Navy is committed to making Nigeria's waters safe and secure. The Chief of Naval Staff therefore emphasized that the Navy's mandate is maritime security, noting that he is assessing the service operational capabilities to identify critical challenges and prioritize areas requiring attention. As many children in Nigeria remain out of school due to financial and social challenges, access to education continues to be a serious issue across the country. Millions of young Nigerians are still unable to attend school, leaving their future uncertain. To support education and give hope to these children, the chairman of Agidigbo FM, Dr. Uriyomi Abdurrahman Hamzat, has awarded scholarships to over 4,000 students, helping them stay in school and work towards their dreams. Rodiat Hamzat brings the report.
According to the United Nations Children's Fund UNICEF 2024 report, Nigeria has approximately 18.3 million out-of-school children, highlighting a major challenge in the country's education sector. Many children are unable to attend school due to financial difficulties, lack of access, and other school constraints, leaving their future uncertain. Out of generosity and belief in the potential of young Nigerians, the chairman of Agidigbo, Dr. Oriyomi Amzat, sponsored over 4,000 children through a scholarship program. The initiative aims to give children the opportunity to continue their education and realize their dreams, knowing that today's students are tomorrow's leaders. Among the beneficiaries are children who may one day become doctors, bankers, governors, and other professionals. Students who benefited from the scholarship expressed their deep gratitude to Dr. Oriyomi Amzat and also promised not to disappoint him.
I really appreciate Alhaji Oriyomi Amzat for giving us this admission, and everything is free. God bless him in Jesus' name. She will not die. Where he is going, he will make it in Jesus' name, and he will not fall down.
I'm at home like since 2022.
I'm so happy for having this scholarship, and I'm grateful to Oriyomi.
This scholarship has transformed lives, offering hope to students who might otherwise have struggled academically due to financial constraints and giving them the chance to contribute meaningfully to the future of the country. Mrs. Akintola Omotosho shared that 5 years ago, her younger brother benefited from the scholarship, and now a child is also among the beneficiaries. Parents whose children benefited from the scholarship appreciated Dr. Oriyomi Amzat and showered him prayers.
I'm so happy. In fact, assuming I don't have what I'm doing, I would have loved to go as well. But I'm so happy. I want to thank Oriyomi that God bless him.
Who are qualified to enter or gain admission into institution, but due to some factors like funds, they are unable to go to the school. So that's why doctor has made scholarship available for them, and the students were given the funds.
The scholarship initiative by Dr. Oriyomi Amzat stands as a powerful example of how individual commitment can help bridge the education gap in Nigeria. As parents, students, and beneficiaries continue to express gratitude, the impact of those gestures goes beyond classroom, serving as a reminder that collective support and compassion can shape a better future for Nigeria. Rodiat Hamzat, Hagidigbo FM News.
Market women face many challenges as they sell their goods by side, all competing for customers in crowded lanes. Beyond selling, they juggle family responsibilities, caring for children and homes while working long hours. Even with travel difficulties, high cost and risk, these women remain determined to keep their businesses running and support their families. Agidigbo FM News correspondent Rodiat Amzat reports on the experience of market women.
In busy markets and narrow roadside lanes of the market, more than 10 women often sell the same goods side by side, all seeking the attention of the same customers. This overcrowding has forced traders to call out to passerby, attract buyers in different ways, and adjust prices while patiently trying to keep their business running. Besides selling, these market women also take care of their children and homes. Speaking with Agidigbo FM, some market women share how they manage sales while selling similar goods side by side.
The environment we are have, no environment, no places, no markets. So we are live together. We are live in peace.
Many spend long hours at their stores while thinking about their children's safety and needs, while trying to balance work with family life. Many traders travel long distances, often very early in the morning, to get their goods, facing challenges like high transport costs, unsafe roads, and insecurity. In another interview, market women spoke about the challenges of sourcing goods and urged the government to help.
God really favored us this year because all the fruits grew well. But the issue is that the transport fare is too much and it's affecting us. There is no market, and while the price of goods are dropping, transport costs keep increasing.
Despite these difficulties, they return to the market every day, determined to keep their business going and provide for their families. Market women share how they balance home and business, traveling for goods and starting early to sell.
But everything they cost, but market they not move now. Before, if I come market morning, everything they do well, they do fast. I will sell market. But now market no day. Market don't door. Now, no money house, but food is low, but everything, no money. Everything.
Despite the challenges, market women remain resilient, determined, and committed to their business and families. Rodiat Amzat, Agidigbo FM News.
Now it is time to link up with our United Kingdom studio for the foreign news.
News from Kunle Hamzat studio at Gidigbo FM. United Kingdom. I am Olushola Damilola. Miles Cross, who sold chemical online, has been jailed for assisting suicide. He admitted to the 4 count of intentionally committing an act capable of encouraging suicide mission. He opened an email address, bank account with a new phone to start the business. Cross 33 has now been jailed for 14 years for selling a chemical that could be used by those intending to take their own life. He set up the illegal business selling the chemical through an internet discussion forum and interacted with others under a fictitious name. The site allowed people to order the chemical directly and pay via his bank account. He was arrested in January last year following a police investigation into the sales. He later admitted the charges, and his prosecution is the first of its kind. Cross made no reaction as he was jailed by Judge Rowlands. Homeland Security, Christine Noem, has defended an ICE agent after he fatally shot a woman in Minnesota, saying the victim had attempted to run over the officers in an act of domestic terrorism. The woman was identified as 37-year-old Reniko Good, a U.S. citizen. An eyewitness said she watched from her window how the confrontation between ICE agent and the woman turned deadly, killing the 37-year-old. State and local officials have disputed claims that the shooting was done in self-defense, although Homeland Security officials has promised to allow FBI to continue with the investigation so as to get it resolved. And that ends the news from Kunle Hamzat studio at Gidigbo FM. United Kingdom. I am Olushola Damilola.
Now, welcome back. We shall also be moving to our Maryland studio, United States, for more foreign news.
News from Kunle Hamzat studio at Gidigbo FM, United States. I am Oluwatosin Sonya. Tensions are flaring in the Minneapolis area as protesters and law enforcement clash over an ICE agent fatally shot a woman yesterday. Pepper balls have been fired towards a crowd of demonstrators outside a federal building, with agents also deploying a gas-like substance. Homeland Security Secretary Christine Noem defended the agent, saying the woman identified as 37-year-old Renee Nicole Good had tried to run over the officer. State and local officials disputed claims that the shooting was done in self-defense. Multiple videos of the shooting, reviewed by reporters, show nuance, and exactly what took place before the shooting remains unclear. President Donald Trump called the fatal shooting a vicious situation, also saying Renee Good appeared to run over the ICE agent, in which state and local officials also denied the claim. President Donald Trump has withdrawn the United States from dozens of international organizations intended to foster multinational cooperation, cutting ties with a wide range of prominent forums addressing international security, law, trade, economics, and human rights. Secretary of State Marco Rubio listed several reasons for the simultaneous withdrawal from so many international organizations, many of which are part of the United Nations. Pointing to waste mismanagement and redundancy, Mr. Rubio more broadly suggested in a statement that the international influence gained from sending U.S. representatives to these organizations was ultimately not worth the effort. The United Nations did not immediately comment on the United States severing relationships with some of its organizations. And that ends the news from Kunle Hamzat studio at Gidigbo FM, United States. I am Oluwatosin Sonya.
Welcome back now to the exciting world of sports. The chairman of the National Sports Commission, NSC, Shehu Diko, says all financial entitlements of Super Eagle players and officials have been resolved. Diko's remarks followed reports of players threatening to boycott training and travel to Marrakech for Saturday's match against Algeria. Diko said that President Bola Tinubu had approved the Super Eagles AFCON 2025 budget since November 2025, aligning the NSC, NFF and players. The NSC chairman, however, explained that approval and processing were different stages, but assured players that funds had been approved and were being released, adding that the Ministry of Finance and the Central Bank of Nigeria (CBN) were working to ensure timely disbursement. To wrap up the news this evening, here is a recap of the headlines. Naval chief pledges to combat maritime crime secured Nigeria's waters. Uriyomi Hamzat empowers students with massive scholarship award. Minneapolis responds to fatal shooting of women by federal agents. Trump withdraws the United States from more international organizations. NSC chairman Diku says Super Eagles bonuses approved, payments underway.
Don't forget that you can listen to us live on our website www.agidigbo887fm.com. You can also download our mobile app on Google Play Store and iOS. Simply search for Agidigbo 88.7 FM. Follow us on Facebook at Agidigbo 88.7 FM, on Twitter and Instagram at Agidigbo 887 FM, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you have news stories and tips for us, contact our newsroom on 070-8714-4865 or send us a mail on newsroom@agidigbo887fm.com.
And before we go this evening, here is a quick tip. If you get tired, learn to rest, not to quit. Finally, we have come to the end of the news around the world on the most listened to radio station, Agidigbo 88.7 FM Ibadan. I am Bowale Akinbode. Thank you for listening. Good evening.
News is information, and information is power. At Agidigbo 88.7 FM, we bring the news from top to bottom.
The Oyo State government has said the over 1.5 million out-of-school children.
We give you reports from Oyo State.
The Oyo State House of Assembly has called for thorough investigation.
The Southwest in Nigeria and the rest of the world.
Has clarified that the body did not receive any cash support from international development.
Trust us to keep you informed every hour, every day.
Agidigbo 88.7 FM, the people's voice.